All right, so just for review sake, we are going to start in with the next lesson, and let's have it tan. Just as a reminder, I means the square root of -1. It's imaginary. I squared. Well, imagine if you have -1 squared. Well, that means you basically have two -1s. They can escape. So I squared is actually -1. Sweet, huh? Not too shabby. No. I'm going to really haver on this lesson. Kind of already discussed most of this. Just remember the keys that I had. I said your two i's tell me you're -1. If you have two i's, -1. Otherwise, if it's just a regular I, just let it be like an X. All right, and we'll go from there. So, next problem. Next page. Just like when adding and subtracting, you can treat the imaginary numbers as you would any variable. So here's what we're going to do. For this one, we're going to multiply across. And I'm going to go like this. And so first off, I'm going to go I times 3i, and that should give you 3i squared. And then I times -4 is -4i's. Okay, now we're going to treat this normally just like any other variable. The only difference is that this right here is I squared. And your brain should be saying, oh yeah, I squared. That's a -1, right? So pretend then, let's go back up here. Let's say that's 3 times -1 minus 4i. And now all of a sudden things have changed. That's actually -3 minus 4i. Can't combine those because those are unlike terms, the -3 and the -4. You kind of get how this is going now, right? Imaginary numbers are getting kind of fun, huh? All right. Oh, this is getting cozy too. Man, I'm just kind of laying back. I can just... Hey, guys, look. Look. Look, I'm like you guys. I'm like trying to fall asleep while I'm teaching. Huh? Oh, let me take out my cell phone. Let me just mess around with my cell phone the whole time. Alright, here we go. Next. Alright, here's a couple examples. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times -i is -2i. No squared or anything. Final answer. Goes by real fast. What about this one? 4i times I is 4i squared. Oh, warning. And 4i times 3 is positive 12i. Slick. Slick spit. So, this guy right here turns into a -1, right? So I'm going to go 4 times -1 plus 12i. Okay, and 4 times -1 is -4 plus 12i. Can't combine those. Those are unlike terms. And I'm done. Not much, guys. The only thing we're doing is we're getting now I squareds. And whenever you see two i's, -1. It's your lesson. It's not difficult to take a block day and learn that, right? All right. A couple more here. All right. So I'm going to start off. This is foiling, right? So 2 times I is 2i. 2 times -4 is -8. I times I is positive I squared. And I times -4 is -4i. Alright, now, right away, as soon as I see that I squared, I'm thinking that's actually a -1. So, I'm just going to rewrite that here. I'm going to rewrite it in rid. So I'm going to go 2i minus 8 plus a -1 minus 4i. Now I'm going to combine the ones that are alike, which is 2i and -4i. That's -2i. And then I have -8 plus a -1. And that should be a -9. Now, does it matter which order you write these in? I could write the -9 first and then the -2i. Sure. You know, same thing. Doesn't matter. Okay. It's called foiling. Let's try this one. Oh, let's use the big purple guy. 3i times 2i. That's 6i squared. 3i times 1 is positive 3i. -2 times 2 is -4i. And -2 times 1 is -2. Alright, so first off, I see this, and that's your I squared. 2i say it's a -1. Well, what's 6 times -1? Should be -6, right? Plus 3i minus 4i minus 2. Let's come up here and put our final answer. Let's combine. -6 and -2 is -8. Those are like terms. Positive 3i and 4i minus 4i is a -i. 3 minus 4 is -1i. Done. Can't combine. This is not a hard lesson. We're basically doing all the old stuff like foiling, combining like terms. Remember, when this is multiply, you gotta foil that sucker. This is for Carlos. Carlos Danger. I know I say I never drink at night, but I really felt like one tonight. Normally I'm drinking water. Alright. I think it's the last one. Yep. Last one. Well, what does this equal? Squared means I have this twice. Okay? So I'm going to distribute the 2's. That's going to give me 4. Distribute that. That's going to give me 10i. Distribute that. That's going to give me 10i. And distribute that, and that's going to give me 25i squared. Now, as soon as I see I squared, I basically turn whatever number it's attached to into its opposite form, because I know this becomes a -1, and a -1 times anything is, well, going to turn into opposite, right? So I'm going to say, all right, well, that's actually 4 plus 10i plus 10i minus 25, right? Because that I squared turned that into a -25. Combine like terms. Let's shoot it off over this way so we don't run out. 4 and -25, that is a -21. 10 and 10 gives me positive 20i's. Can't combine those. Those are unlike terms. Feel free to pause it whenever you'd like. But this next slide, I want you to pause it and do it. It's your homework, classwork. 6 problems. Should not take long, all right? So here we go. There's your classwork. Once again, flip day, whatever it is, day 3 over. Should be a blank sheet of paper. I want you to pause the video, do these homework assignments, and then when you are all done, you can say hooray and turn it in. Turn it in. Okay? Good luck, guys, and I will see you on Thursday. The plan is that, anyways. Bye.